Nels, interim duties continue throughout the week then?
Yeah, boys had some time off after the busy weekend and then back into training, so just assessing everyone, getting ready for the game on Saturday and looking forward to get going in the game.
I suppose firstly, with you stood here, Graham Lee's obviously still absent. How is he at the moment?
He's alright. He's fine with himself. He's just climbing the walls in the house. He's feeling a lot better. I believe he's delivered a negative test today, so hopefully the same tomorrow, and we might see him back.
What's it been like then? We'll start off with the game on Monday. A little bit of a time to reflect in it. A frustrating situation on the pitch, but I suppose frustrating for the gaffer watching at home and messages trying to get delivered across with him watching on a stream that's probably 3 minutes behind. Yeah,
very frustrating for the gaffer. And us also, especially after the way we performed in the first half, to go out and not be at it in the second half was very disappointing and frustrating. But the lads have trained well this week, so hopefully they'll be ready to go on Saturday.
How much of this week of training is sitting down and looking at that second half, especially on Monday, and the goals conceded?
Yeah, it's we do that every week regardless. We do that even if we've won. If we've conceded goals, or even if we've kept a clean sheet, we still look at chances that other teams might have created against us. So we look at the positives and the negatives from every game we play. We obviously assess the upcoming opponents as well. So we've done our homework on Swindon, and obviously look back at what happened on Monday and hopefully correct the mistakes and exploit any weaknesses we've seen in Swindon.
We knew the gaffer was texting on Monday. What's it been like during this week in terms of training and preparation and being on the phone?
Yeah, just trying to keep things upbeat in training, keep the lads lively and on the toes. Nice sort of short, sharp sessions. Try and keep them engaged. It's a difficult part of the season when it's winding down at times. So just keeping them upbeat. Trying to assess a few little niggles that we've got either from the weekend, previously from the weekend, and also maybe a niggle or two that's occurred during the week as well.
Swindon this weekend then, we're back to facing sides who are going for that late playoff push. What are you expecting from them?
Yeah, they're a good team. They like to play it around. They've got sort of set patterns that they use, and they like to dominate the ball, so that's something we'll try and work on. I think we need to make sure we look after the ball better. I thought first half on Monday we did that. We were confident and brave on the ball in our own half, and used it quite well. Strung sort of quite high number of sequences of passes together, but second half we probably didn't get more than sort of 3 or 4 passes, so I think we need to get on the ball and try and dominate it a little bit more like we did in the first half on Monday.
How tough has it been with, you mentioned the injuries before, when you've got 1 or 2 out, it's tough, but when you've got 4 or 5 key players, when you look at the likes of Nicky Featherstone, Sterry, Timmy Odesina, there's some of the likes of players that see out games for you. How hard has that been overall?
Yeah, look, it's difficult, and you can never sort of plan for having so many sort of regular first team players out at the same time, but it's a case of the lads who are going to come in. It's a real good chance for them to step up and make a mark, so you hope that the squad and the lads who maybe aren't playing as much football as is like, when they get the chance, they come in and they take that chance and they keep it. So it's something you have to cope with at various points throughout the season, and like you say, it's a chance for the lads who are stepping in to make a mark.
When you and the gaffer talk to the lads about the final 3 games, what's the overall message as the season starts to come to a close?
That it has to be positive. We have to go out and put a performance in for the fans. We don't want to sort of just let the season ebb out. We want to try and have a good positive result on Saturday, and then anybody who's sort of been at the club previous years or looks at social media will see what the following like is on the last away day of the season for Hartlepool, and the fancy dress and how they are. So that's another massive key one for them. And then obviously you've got the last home game, which always a bit of a carnival party type atmosphere. So you've got to go on and perform for the paying public and make sure that the season ends on a high, so that we have a good summer and come back next season refreshed and ready to go.
You mentioned